Hello.
Hello. Hey, yo, intense collaborators. It's intense collab this week. I'm sorry. I'm kind of losing my voice. It's all crackly and blah. Taylor, I'm sad to see you go. I know you didn't have very much time on intense collab. So I hope you find somebody else really great. So this week on Intense Collab, we're doing this story thingamajig. So, I had to write it all down. It wouldn't have been that hard had Mason not made his about 20 pages long. So, I'm gonna read it. I was at the tennis courts playing tennis when all of a sudden I see a huge gigantic possum flying at my face. That's when I start beating it with my tennis racket. Since it was 20 foot tall, it didn't really matter, so it ate me. And while I was in its large intestine, I found my long-lost brother, Steve. Then we started punching the guts of the opossum, and then we made a hole and got out of its stomach. It didn't notice because it was eating my friend, so we started climbing the fence, and then we fell. Then the opossum noticed us, so it started running after us. We screamed and we ran. And that's where I take off. So, you're going to be surprised with the end of the story. So, me and my long-lost brother Steve, we were running. And you know, this opossum had this big hole in its stomach where we got out, so it was dying. So it couldn't run for very far, so then it died on the road. And so then we had to hide the evidence. So we ran across the street and dragged this 20-foot large, very, very large possum, and we were kind of just sitting on it, waiting for someone and hitching a ride. And this trucker gave us a ride, and you know, since I'm in South Dakota, we got a ride all the way to Virginia. So now we're in Virginia, right? With this 20-foot tall decaying opossum, and we bring it to the Museum of Natural History in Washington, D.C. after we hitch another ride. Wait, the Smithsonian, wherever that really cool one is. So we've got this thing, and it's really heavy, and this trucker guy is helping us because we paid him. And we bring it to the Museum of Natural History, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, this is the coolest thing ever created." So we got, they said they would pay us however much money we wanted at all in the world. And Steve said $7, so I decided, you know, I could go overboard, so I said I want $14 trillion, and they gave me $14 trillion. So then I gave it to the government so they could pay off our debts, and then I had like a few bucks left, and I bought a Dr. Pepper, and it was like the best Dr. Pepper of my life. Oh, and then Steve died of rabies. Yep. That's the story. Pretty cool story. So we started out playing tennis at the tennis courts, getting attacked by an opossum, and then I became a trillionaire, and I saved the United States. Don't think, no, hold the applause. Thank you very much. Anytime. Anytime. So, yeah. Anyways, I guess we'll all see you guys next week on Intense Collab. Bye-bye.